Look, clearly you guys are the issue. Why all these movies are failing? It's not us. Totally not us. It's you, the fan. Totally. Hello there, true believers. I hope you're doing well out there, because I'm doing well right here. If that means you're beautiful out there, I'm beautiful right here. That means you're beautiful right out there. Go ahead and follow me on my Instagram. Like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you like more content just like this, I'm going to also be doing a lot of different other things, but I'm soon to be done with my video essay here. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get into this. So today I want to talk about this article that came from Puck. I couldn't exactly get the entire article because you have to pay for it. So I said, screw that. And I found it, and then I got some of the excerpts and read them. And I really just want to sit down and say, can we just stop blaming the fans? This fan blaming BS is getting really old really fast. I said it in my George R.R. Martin video. I've said it in so many other places that it is tiresome to blame the fans for your shortcomings. The actors and the actresses and the writers and the directors and the studios and everybody in the media blaming you, the fan, for not going out and spending their money on a movie that they wouldn't want to go see. Shocking. It's crazy to me that I see even some fans defend this business practice and say, how dare you not support this movie or this comic book or this game, even though you don't want to support it and you don't want to waste your time. You put your hard-earned money into something that you don't want to support because you heard it was bad, you didn't like it, or I don't know, you just didn't want to waste your time with it. It's so nuts to me that I see this all the time. So a Disney exec more or less came around in the Puck article saying something that I just have to really react to, and I may get a little heated. I do apologize, but we gotta get through this. It goes, everyone says, it's the movie, stupid, which is an easy thing for people to say. More appealing movies are a great way to jump the political issues, but more and more our audience, or the segment of the audience that has been politicized, equate the perceived message in a film as a quality issue. They won't say they find female empowerment distasteful in the Marvels or Star Wars, the latest trilogy starring Daisy Ridley, but they will say that they don't like those movies because they are bad. So, make better movies becomes code for make movies that conform to regressive gender stereotypes or put men front and center in the narrative. Where do we begin? Okay, I just want to start with, it's the movie, stupid. Yes, you're absolutely right. It is the movies, stupid. It's you guys. I don't understand how you guys are missing the point here. It's you guys that are missing the point. You guys are going into franchises that have well-known established characters and tearing them down just to raise one character up of diversity's sake and using diversity as a shield, which in turn affects people of diversity eventually down the line. You guys do realize that you are creating problems in the film industry, not the fans, you. You do realize that. The reason why a movie like Dungeons & Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves failed, it was not just because the movie was bad, it was because you guys came out with articles basically saying that you were basically emasculating the men and you're going to talk about all these diverse issues and stuff like that, only to find out there was nothing like that in the movie. You're saying that it's more appealing movies are a great way to jump the political issues. Look, nobody wants to talk about politics anymore. And people that do talk about politics are the ones that are the loud voices on the opposite side of the spectrums. I've basically just cut it out and just want to be entertained, just like you guys. I just want to watch great movies, old movies. I have a great time. I've been playing Batman Arkham Asylum for crying out loud, just because I love just the old aspects of these older games or watch older movies, for crying out loud. The next segment, they won't say that find female empowerment distasteful in the Marvels or Star Wars, the latest trilogy starring Daisy Ridley, but they will say they don't like those movies because they are bad, so make better movies. Becomes code for make movies that conform to regressive gender stereotypes or put men front and center in the narrative. I don't know what rock you've been hiding under, but I guess this is why you wanted to remain anonymous. The reason why people are saying this, and the reason why they're saying they want better movies, it's crazy here, is because they want just to be entertained. It is not up to you, the director or the actor or the writer, to come down from on high to tell the working class person that bought your material or went to watch your movie or read your comic book or read your book how bad of a person they are just because their skin color or their gender is not the way that they feel that it should. This is such a bad argument. Because this person is dismissing everything that has happened before with female leads and diverse leads, that basically they're dismissing everything around it. Look at Andor. Andor was a show that had a Hispanic lead, and I didn't see a single article talking about how cool it was to have an Hispanic lead. And if they were, please point them out to me. I will retract that statement. But as of right now, I didn't see those articles. And it had a Hispanic lead. It was diverse. Where was all the crazy raving about that? There was nothing in there. Look at Atomic Blonde. Look at Mulan. Look at all the different movies that came up before the between 2014 to 2024 shift that happened. There were tons of female-led movies that nobody had problems with. Until now. Because they've changed the female characters just to be male characters. So what's the point? I've said this before. If you need to tear down one character to build up another character, you're not doing it right. This is the reason why people have a problem with certain diverse characters, i.e. Miles Morales is one of them. Miles Morales and Rey are characters that got basically built up while tearing the pillars down from around everybody else. And people can try to argue that that's not the case. My God, look at what they've been doing to Peter in the comic books. Look at what they've been doing to Peter in the Marvel Insomniac Spider-Man 2 game. It's just tearing something down to lift another character up. That's exactly what they did with Rey, and that's why people have a problem with her. It's not because she's a female, it's because they saw the writing and they saw how bad it was. And the thing is, what really drives me a little crazy about this statement is that men have been going to these movies 2-to-1 compared to females. And I'm not sitting here saying females cannot enjoy the MCU or cannot enjoy comic books or cannot enjoy video games or cannot enjoy this or that. What I'm saying is when it's basically pointed to a certain demographic, guess what? They're going to support that more. And her statement about the Marvels really can be debunked because the stats show that basically there was 60% more men that went to see the Marvels than females. So guess who failed the movie? The females! I don't understand why we keep playing this song and dance when the statistics and the numbers prove otherwise. The reason why I didn't do this video because I needed to get more information, and the more information I got, the more it proves this Disney exec wrong. The sad truth is this. They have been using diversity as a shield since 2014, and it's getting tiresome. It's getting old. I don't mind people of different backgrounds. I love that shit. That's my favorite kind of stuff. But this kind of blaming the fans stuff, it's not gonna get you anywhere. In fact, it's gonna throw you backwards. It's already throwing you backwards now. Because anytime when we see a race swap or we see a character of one descent, people immediately shut down and roll their eyes and walk away. And that's not how it used to be. It used to not be that way. Now it's just like anytime you see a female character or a female lead, their minds automatically go, oh, I'm not gonna watch this because this could lead to, men bad and she's always right. The reason why people love those cartoons of old or movies of old with female lead characters. It's because they actually were written like characters. They were actually written like people, you know? Well, for a great example, Kim Possible is a great example of what I'm talking about here. You actually go watch Kim Possible. Yeah, she can do anything, but she has moments where she does fail. She has moments where she has to learn. She has moments where she has to take a step and realize she's being selfish, or she's being overly protective, or she's being overly confident in certain sections, and she sometimes fails. That's why people like a character like Kim Possible. That's why people like characters like the character from Atomic Blonde and Ripley and Sarah Connor and so many other people, so many other female leads. Like I mentioned, Mulan and others. It's crazy that we live in a time period where we have this weird revisionist history, like I said before, where we're pretending like we never had these things before, and now thank God for modern day Hollywood because they're bringing it to us now. No one has an issue with female characters. And those that have an issue with female characters, I've said before, can go kick rocks. Same way with characters that have, people that have characters that are of different skin colors. They can kick rocks. But what people have been complaining about is not the skin colors or the gender of the character. They've been complaining about the writing of the characters. This is such a bad faith statement, and people are starting to wise up finally. People are starting to call this out, and it is up to you guys to start creating stuff new. And I'm glad that more people are creating more independent content out there. It's time for more people to start doing that. And stop listening to these execs who want to sit there telling you're a bad person because you don't agree with it. And it's gotten to that point where you can't even have a civil discourse anywhere about it. Well, I wouldn't say anywhere, but you can't have a civil discourse about this stuff without being called a certain name or certain something. And it's just tiresome. That's why I have, once again, left the geekdom community and just kind of done my own thing. And it's so far, it's been nice. So, to tell you guys out there, I appreciate you guys for supporting this, and I appreciate you guys for supporting the work. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram page where you can see a bunch of my different cosplays. And I hope out there, one of you guys are able to break the grounds and change the landscape, because there are already starting to be some changes, and it's glorious. I love you guys. Please don't be discouraged by this kind of stuff, because we're gonna make it. All of us.